Well, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 74 of Impact Makers. Well, Dustin, we had a lot of good back and forth, a lot of thumbs up on our last topic. Talking about hours, talking about free to focus. The law of diminishing returns. The more hours you put in, the least productive you are, at least according to the author Michael Hyatt.
Mhm.
So let's take that a step further, and we're tying it to output, kind of maybe a production based, or just more focus on what are you getting done over a given time period versus just the hours you're putting in. So what does that really mean this time of year? Like, should everybody be ramping up all at the same time and getting all these hours in, or is it something different? What do you think?
Yeah, and this is where historically CPA firms have struggled, right? The easy button to manage people is just all right. We're at this point in the year. Everyone, it's 55 hours is the requirement, and it's across the board, right?
Hmm.
And it's this is not this is going to be like shifting a huge cruise ship, right? You don't just make a crazy turn. It's going to be gradual. But we need leadership in CPA firms to start understanding that there are other metrics you should be looking at to help your team members at different roles within your various processes understand when they need to ramp up and when they can, relax a little bit more or work more of a standard type of work week. It's not just it shouldn't be just a blanket everyone's 55 hours, everyone's 60 hours this week, but instead look at metrics like how many days are, average days at step for a preparer in the tax process. What's our current backlog? What's my backlog? That could be if I'm a partner or if I'm a reviewer in the process, whether it's audit or tax, I got to stay on top of getting my reviews done so I give timely feedback to my team. So that means I need to work more hours in the short term. Other metrics that are focused on turnaround time, output, getting stuff done, that can drive when we need to ramp up versus when we can, work more of a standard week. And like I said, this is not going to be an overnight switch. We've been preaching this for a number of years now. It's slow because there's been decades and decades of some traditional thinking that we have to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, so thinking of it from a simple standpoint, there should be a heavier focus right now, this early in February, on entity returns over individual returns. Because the reality is, a lot of your clients probably don't have all the information that they need to give you for the individual returns. And so there should be communication out to them saying, hey, it's early, not everything's released. The focus is going to be, more on the entity returns. And with those entity returns, if we tie it back to ultimately being productive, and Michael Hyatt's book Free to Focus, we need to have our people making sure that we have work that can be finished. So our relationship managers, our partners, need to have a heavy focus on talking with the clients to get the work in the door. Just like how in a audit engagement, we talk about making sure the information's ready before you spend all the time in field work. If you really want to get the work done, you really need to manage that front door, right? Make sure that things are worked on. So if you really want to get a lot of work out, then your people that have the client contact need to be focused on getting that work in and making sure it's ready to go, to minimize the touches. And then you can have that quick turnaround all the way around. So you're right. It's not just everybody work, 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 work. It's
Yeah.
a focus on what are, control the controllables. Well, I can control reaching out to my client and getting the information. And then if I have the information, then I can tell my people, hey, we have this information. Let's get the work done.
Really, we need to be a lot more strategic than what we are today.
Agreed. So let us know what you think. Let's keep the conversation going. So until the next time.